Ehi, get...
Guardate che meraviglia, quest'agnello!
Oh, I need to get more throwing knives. That's right. I just got the knives pouch.
Pazzo! Completely pazzo. I heard that! I heard that! Son of a bitch!
Tappeti, tendaggi, arazzi!
You will not get me, assassino! Back! Guardie!
Madness! Why me? Always in the wrong place at the wrong time! Come, friend! A pleasure. You do come again? Best of raiment here, friend.
Carne fresca! Sempre fresca!
Hold the can. What's wrong with you?
Life expectancy.
Why would anyone carry on? Laggiù!
Shh, go sleep.
Why are you here? Get down!
Ezio, thank God you're all right. This madness with the Medici and the Pazzi, is this why you pursued Francesco?
Not exactly.
Well, whatever your reasons, the city's safe again thanks to you. Now tell me, how may I be of service? Ah, another page. Aha, it's a similar cipher to the last one. This won't take long. Interesting. Indeed. I see. It's another blade design for delivering poison.
Can you build it?
See, it won't take very long. I just need to find a way to hollow out the blade without sacrificing the...
It's all right, Leonardo. Just do what you need to do.
All done. I filled your blade with a bit of poison to start with. Should you run out, just visit a doctor.
Poison. From a doctor.
In high enough doses, that which cures can kill.
I am in your debt once more, my friend.
Anytime, Ezio. Anytime.
Just last month, the Visconti bought...
Yeah, gotta go to Montegrunione. Well, it's good. I have some money I need to pick up there anyway. Let me see. Oh, there's a fast travel station right here now.
Most entertaining. The price of perfection. You must lack the coin to shop here.
Buona giornata.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go do that, yeah. The assassin tomb here. Because it actually gives you a good amount of money to do it. Oh. Venice, 1296. I was raised in a small house by the Venetian lagoon, within sight of the rough, foam-capped waves of the sea. When I was barely old enough to walk, I became a sailor, navigating the Atlantic first as an apprentice, and then while carrying cargo for my father's patron, Master Marco Polo. It was a good life. One day, while I was shore in the harbor looking for work, I fell in love. She was barely 20, but when I looked into her eyes, the whole world was reflected back, clear and bright in the sun. After that, I still went to sea, but my heart remained on land with the girl who had become my wife and her young son. One afternoon that summer, Mr. Polo called me into his study. My father was already there, beside an older man dressed in a strange hooded cape watching us. At that moment, everything about my life changed. My father told me he was an assassin. Removing his ring, he showed me a strange marking on his finger, explaining that our family came from an ancient order that protected and defended mankind. He paused, and then when I didn't speak, Mr. Polo stood forward. He told me that the stranger in the hood would teach me, and in return I would carry him across the Mediterranean to Spain, and so began my apprenticeship with Dante Alighieri, one that was to destroy every bit of happiness I would ever have. In preparation for our voyage, Mr. Alighieri met with me repeatedly. At first, our meetings were about purchasing the supplies, but soon they became about higher things, about love, life, honor, and justice. He taught me that society was set up in such a way to control its members, to stop us from thinking, from seeing. Soon I could look past all the flaws and illusions. I understood that mankind was being used by its rulers, that we the people deserve freedom. It was then that Dante began showing me pages from a book that Mr. Polo brought back from the palace of the great Genghis Khan. The manuscript, the Codex, was about our order, the Assassins. Damn it. Oh, I think I meant, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, I didn't fuck that up. Oh, no, I did. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't pay attention. I should have. I just got distracted. Sorry, just hold on a second. Sorry about that. fucked up. I'm sorry. Our planned voyage never took place. While returning to Ravina to pick up the remainder of his belongings, Dante died. Dismayed to lost my mentor, I went for my master, Mr. Polo, with sad news. Before I could even speak, I was ushered into the study. My father, his face white, locked the door behind me. Shocked, I listened in silence as he spoke. Dante intended to take the Codex to Spain where he'd be safe, but he's being watched. Even the assassins, the Knights Templars, still existed. I recalled the stories he had told me of the Templars, and it all became clear. Dante had been murdered. The Templars knew about the Codex, and they knew about us. Shaking, my father told me to take the Codex and leave for Spain at once with my wife and child. As Mr. Puller ushered me out the door, he handed me a small piece of paper with a number on it. With this number, I could draw on his credit more ducats than I'd ever seen in my life at any bank in Italy. We set sail that night, the ship filled with cargo to sell in the markets of Barcelona. At first all was well, then to avoid a coming storm we laid anchor in the uncharted harbor. Cloaked in darkness, the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already boarding my ship. I had my family in the hold. Pulling out the Codex, I ran the worn leather cover through my hands and I broke the spine. The pages slid silently onto the floor. I scattered them into the chest boxes and containers I was carrying to market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on their breath. When they asked for the Codex, I knew I had sent them. Holding back my rage, I said that I had thrown it overboard. They started to laugh. Two held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut all my clothes. My wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo and sunk my ship and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed up on shore the next morning with the tide. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room and then visited the bank. I had memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I now had at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to find my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead. From that moment forward, I collected treatises on architecture, studied classics, and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditoria, impersonating a noble at the Florentine court. Except as one of their own, I took on the trappings of nobility and constructed this villa for me and my son. And then I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, to find the Codex, and to kill Templars. Together we would regain the honor of my wife and avenge the death of my father. Two deaths that could never be repaid. One second. To the auditory that reads this, remember, you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You are one of the people. Avenge us.
want it, I have it. The latest
But my goods are worth the extra quattrini. I've never smoked shoddy merchandise.
I've traveled all over.
Fresco bleach.
The finest one.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Salute, Shall we take a look at the list? Buon viaggio! Buon viaggio!
Ezio! Come in, come in. To what do we owe the honor?
I've been sent from Firenze by Il Magnifico to attend to some unfinished business. I'm looking for Jacopo de Pazzi.
Who isn't? We've been at it for days.
And perhaps what I carry will help us both. A list of his co-conspirators. One of them will talk before he dies.
Excellent. These men are sure to lack Jacopo's resources, which means they will be easier to find. I will put my scouts to it at once.
I appreciate the help. Got something else for you as well. More codex pages.
Ah, let's see what we can learn. What is this? What profit?
What did you find, Uncle?
Just another damn mystery. The text here roughly translates to only the prophet may open it. There's reference to 2 pieces of Eden, but these pages offer no answers, Nipote. At least, not on their own. You must find more.
We'll have to save it for another day, Uncle. I have a mission to attend to.
As you wish. Now, if you hope to defeat these bastardi, I will need to teach you a few things. Meet me on the practice field. All right, Ezio. You're familiar with counterattacking, but what happens when your enemy is as well?
I don't usually give them the opportunity.
Tough talk offers little protection against Templar steel.
Then by all means, Maestro, teach me what to do.
Now dodge. Poor little Ezio, dying just to follow orders.
Bene, bene. Now do it again. Much better. One last time.
Bravo.
Let's see it another time.
Hurry up and die! I'm getting thirsty!
Just one more time, Ezio.
Magnifico! Once again, you exceed my expectations.
Signore, we found Jacopo's men, and they wait your word to strike.
Relay the following. No man moves until they have spoken with Ezio. Intesi?
It will be done.
Go, Ezio. Visit with my mercenaries in the countryside. See if Jacopo's lackeys won't lead you to him. But be careful. They will be expecting you.
Prices so low, you won't believe your eyes.
Do you require a medical assistant?
Sentimidiano. Ah, that's right, there's an assassin tomb around here.
Bring our man a flagon of wine, for he has no...
Where do you think he's...
Now say a thief, strong.
What are you afraid of? Surely God judges fight with those who deserve it, yes?
Carne fresca! Sempre fresca!
Don't be shy. I only aim to heal. Why so rough? Get down! Truly, I am blessed this day. Truly, you are the
Scusami, messer Giraldi Cuzides.
I can beat any man in these parts when it comes to speed. They say you might be a real test for me.
You should be up here.
What are you afraid of? Sure you don't just side with those most deserving, yes?
Nice glove. Looks like a cheap.
Holy shit! Woo! Alright, in this part, I'll be back in a bit.